It's 10 a.m. on Monday here in Seoul. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Hwang Ji-hye. We begin with the decision by British voters to part ways with the EU that is causing political chaos in the UK. The battle lines have become clearer among the governing Conservatives following Prime Minister David Cameron's announcement to resign. The main opposition Labour Party is in full revolt against its leader. Kim Mo-kyun with the details.
Britain has a serious case of the post-Brexit blues, and its government has been left rudderless and unstable. The two favorites to become the next leader of the Conservative Party, and therefore Prime Minister, the Leave campaigner Boris Johnson and the Home Secretary Theresa May, are said to be preparing their campaigns. Prime Minister David Cameron said last week that he would resign by October. The main opposition Labour Party has been hit with a series of resignations by the shadow cabinet, and its leader Jeremy Corbyn is coming under intense pressure to step down. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry stressed that Britain's exit from the EU must be done as smoothly as possible in order to minimize economic disruption. Speaking in Rome on Sunday, he said the United States respected the UK's democratic decision. He also pledged that the special relationship between the two countries would endure.
One country has made a decision. Obviously, it is a decision that the United States had hoped would go the other way, but it didn't. We will continue, the United States, to have a very close and special relationship with Great Britain. We value that relationship. That does not change because of this vote.
Asian countries, including South Korea, China, and Japan, have also expressed concerns about economic stability following the Brexit vote. With the dust yet to settle, Spain conducted its nationwide parliamentary election on Sunday, just 3 days after the UK's referendum. The results are being released, but with almost all votes counted, the Conservative People's Party has won the most seats, but fallen short of garnering a majority. It's expected to get up to 163 seats, followed by the socialist PSOE with 86 seats. This contradicted an earlier exit poll suggesting the PSOE had slipped into third place behind anti-austerity coalition Unidos Podemos. The election came as Spain's main parties failed to produce a government last December. Kim Mo-kyun, ARIRANG News.
And following UK's referendum on Friday, Korean shares extended their losses in early trading on Monday. The benchmark Kospi opened 1.2% lower at 1901. The tech-heavy Kosdaq shed almost 2.8% to 629. Now, the Korean government has held a series of emergency meetings to discuss the possible fallout. Speaking on Monday, the head of the Financial Services Commission, Im Jong-yong, said market volatility will likely continue for some time. He noted the risk-averse sentiment following the unexpected outcome, but said the scope of foreign selling and market volatility was not as serious as previous global financial crises. Im said further market volatility could come during the prolonged negotiation period, as well as from the possible domino effect of other countries leaving the EU. He vowed to closely monitor the situation and take measures to stabilize the market if necessary. Shifting gears, it was supposed to be ready in 2014, but 9 years after work started, the new expanded Panama Canal has finally opened for business. The renovation of the 102-year-old canal will allow larger ships to travel between the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans. Korea is also expected to benefit, as our Hwang Ho-jun reports.
To some, it's one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. The revamped Panama Canal reopened on Sunday, following its first renovation since it was first constructed in 1914.
The Panama Canal 102 years ago connected 2 oceans. Today it connects the present and the future.
The completion of the $5.2 billion project that started in 2007 was marked by a Chinese ship carrying about 9,000 containers voyaging through. Thanks to the expansion, the canal's capacity has doubled, allowing a new generation of container ships that are about 130% larger in size to pass through. Capacity-wise, the new set of locks will also allow ships that carry up to 14,000 containers, an increase from 4,400 containers. Korea will also benefit from the updated canal. Travel time for large shipping vessels from New York to Busan took about 45 days when using the Suez Canal. But as the new Panama Canal allows larger ships to pass through, the traveling time is expected to decrease to 35 days, potentially giving a much-needed boost to Korea's struggling shipping industry. Hwang Ho-jun, ARIRANG News.
Over in the United States, presumptive Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton has taken a double-digit lead over her Republican rival Donald Trump, according to the latest ABC News Washington Post poll. The poll shows 51% of American voters favor Clinton, with Trump on 39%. That gives Clinton a 12 percentage point advantage over her rival. This is Clinton's largest lead in post-ABC polling since last fall, and a dramatic reversal from last month's survey where Trump held a 2 percentage point lead over Clinton. The Washington Post pointed out that Trump's political standing is on dangerous ground. 56% of respondents said Trump stands against their beliefs, and nearly 2/3 answered that he's not a qualified presidential candidate. And that brings us to the end of our newscast. More updates coming up at noon, so stay tuned and goodbye for now.